This right here is the best value 4K dual camera dash cam. This is the 70mm A810 Lite dash cam. So I've been running this dash cam for over a week now and I am impressed. For its price, this thing is packed with features. So this came with two cameras. One for the front, which is 4K with 140-degree angle. In comparison, the iPhone 0.5 camera has 120-degree angle. So this front camera is wider than the iPhone. The second camera is the one that you put in the rear, which has 1080p. It comes with an SD card, which is great. Some dash cams, you actually need to buy it separately. And with the economy today, which is SD cards are like gold, this is awesome. For the night footage, they have what they call LumiVision. It has an aperture of 1.55 and a max ISO of 80,000. In comparison to your iPhone has a 1.4 aperture, but only has a max ISO of 3500, which is insane. So this thing captures more light in the dark compared to your iPhone. It also has what they call a buffered emergency recording. So if you hit a collision while driving, it saves about 30 minutes before the accident and 30 seconds after. Then locks that footage so it doesn't get erased by the loop recording. Let's talk about the hardware kit. I highly recommend the hardware kit if you're purchasing this dash cam. Number one thing that makes this hardware kit special is the 4G connectivity. And without 4G connectivity, you need a SIM card. And graciously, they put a SIM card inside the box. With a 4G SIM card, there is a live view if you use their app. So you can see what's happening in the car while you're away and the car's parked. It also has battery monitoring, which surprised me because this is connected to constant power. You want to make sure, of course, that it doesn't drain your battery. It also has built-in GPS. So you never thought a dash cam would have built-in GPS. So you can actually see where your car is at, especially in the times that you forget where you parked your car. Two features that I really like when using the hardware kit. Number one is a smart parking surveillance. So when you're driving, it does the regular loop recording, but as soon as you turn off your engine, because this detects if your engine is off, it immediately switches to the parking surveillance mode, which does a time-lapse recording. So anything happens after you parked is recorded. Next is the collision detection monitoring. Because the 7mm dash cam has a G sensor, when it gets triggered, it sends you a notification that there is something happening in your car, which is amazing. The install of both of these are easy and straightforward. Let me show you. Start by attaching the mount to the dash cam. Insert the included memory card into the memory card slot. Pick your preferred size of the electrostatic sticker. I chose to use the smallest one. Choose an area where you want to put your dash cam. Clean the area, of course. Stick the electrostatic sticker. Then mount your dash cam to the electrostatic sticker. Connect the power cable. Then using the wiring trim tool, route the power cord to the cigarette lighter provided. In my case, the cigarette lighter socket is in the glove box, so it made my life a little bit easier. Typically for the rear camera, you want to attach it to the back window. But in my case, my rear window goes down, so I need to mount it on the headliner. So I got this thing from Amazon. This is a 3D printed mount. This would make installing the camera easier without drilling any holes. So I popped this plastic piece, put the 3D mount, and put the plastic piece back. So it didn't really work out for me because I broke the plastic piece. Lucky enough, there is a hole behind that plastic piece. I used one of the bumper screws that's laying around to mount it. and it worked great. Took the rear camera, attached it to the mount, then routed the cable in my headliner using the wiring trim tool. Attach the rear camera cable, then run it through the headliner until it reaches the front camera. For the hardwire kit, I did purchase some Add a Fuse from Amazon, connected it to the ACC and VCC cables, then tested my fuse on which has constant power and accessory power. Whenever the engine's on, it turns on, and attached my ground to the screw. Then connected the power cable from the 4G unit to the dash cam. So a couple of days after this installation, I did move the front camera towards the passenger side a little bit. So it's a little bit out of the way, more of behind the rear view mirror. For the back, it's originally in the center, but I move it to the right a little bit because I do have my roll call decals in the center and I don't want to take it off. For the hardwire kit, they recommended it to put it on top of the dash, but I tried to put it under the dash because I don't want it to be really visible. I don't want any clutter in my dash personally, and the 4G connectivity still works. Overall, this thing has been amazing, and I cannot stress it enough. This is gonna be worth it if you get the hardwire kit. And with this too, this device is install it and forget it, which is a good thing. It does its job while you're driving, and it does its job when you're parked. If you wanna get one of these, link will be in the description below. If this video is giving you some sort of value, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Paalam.